pizza? Ha! Pizza. Ha!
Hello. Hello. Aye. Picking up. Perfect.
You need to go on a
Woo.
run. You have a lot of energy. Dude, only the-
You're like piggy. Oh, yo, what?
What? I mean, they were saying energy as in stamina. Like, you could just keep going. Alright, where's your water? Okay, so I need to near you. So did you drink down the 4 bars? We gotta drink down 4. Alright, then keep working down the 4 bars while I read, okay?
You want to eat these? They're like stale and they're stuck to the root.
Oh, we can have it done it.
There's no dough.
There might be. I don't know if there is or not. Have you guys eaten all your protein items? Or have you eaten all your protein items?
Taking power sugar off, bro. You looking at me, bro? Are you looking at me?
Alright, hey, Jason, let's not. Thank you. Alright, guys, ready to start? Alright.
Go!
Jesus on the beach. After this, Jesus showed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Tiberias. This was how he showed himself. Simon Peter, Thomas, known as Didymus, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and 2 other disciples were all together. Simon Peter spoke up. "I'm going fishing," he said. "We'll go with you," they replied. So they went off and got into the boats, but that night they caught nothing. As dawn was breaking, Jesus stood beside the seashore. But the disciples didn't know that it was Jesus. "Children," said Jesus to them, "haven't you caught anything worth eating?" "No," they replied. So you seen, like, remember at the very beginning of one of the Gospels, like, they were out fishing and then Jesus goes, "Put your net on the side," and they haven't caught anything all day, and they're like, yeah, but they're repeating it now. They don't know it's Jesus, resurrected Jesus yet. They don't recognize him. But he's literally doing it again, what he did at the very beginning. As he went off and got into the boats, but that night they caught nothing. As dawn was breaking, Jesus stood beside the seashore, but the disciples didn't know that it was Jesus. "Children," said Jesus to them, "haven't you caught anything worth eating?" "No," they replied. "Cast the net on the right side of the boat," he said, "and you'll find something." So they cast the net, and now they couldn't draw it in because of the weight of the fish. So the disciple that Jesus loved spoke to Peter. "It's the Master," he said. When Simon Peter heard that it was the Master, he wrapped his cloak around him. He had been naked for weeks for work, and threw himself into the sea. The other disciples brought the boat into land, dragging the net full of fish. They weren't far from shore, about 100 yards away. So they caught a bunch of fish after catching nothing, because Jesus told them where to throw the nets. Then what did Peter recognize? Who do you recognize who it was? Right. And so he threw himself into the sea to swim to him. He was like... Alright, what part's this? Fine question that.
Long enough.
I like that answer. It's long enough. The level of the lake has dropped now, but you can... Right. The level of the lake has dropped now, but you can still sense what a lovely place it is. So much water is now taken out of the Sea of Galilee, and the river Jordan which feeds it and then flows from it, that even the 15 years since I first stood on the spot, the water has receded. Now, since especially you're eating a donut, I need you to drink down to that 4th mark, okay? After you're done. The level of the lake has dropped now, but you can still sense what a lovely place it is. So much water is now taken out of the Sea of Galilee, and the river Jordan which feeds it and then flows from it, that even in the 15 years since I first stood on the spot, the water has receded, leaving 100 yards or so of reeds and pebbles between the old shoreline and the new. But you can still get a sense, in the little place called Tabgha, just west of Capernaum, of what it must have been like that morning. It was quiet and still is when the tourists aren't there. A quiet place, on the north shore of the sea. It's a quite distance from the major town of Tiberias. It is still enough to hear the water lapping at your feet, the color of the sky reflecting in the lake. Gives you double the effect of the spectacular sunrise, the great fiery ball coming up from the Golan Heights. The day dawns full of new beauty and possibility. That is part of what John is telling us in this story. Notice how once more he draws our attention to dawn in verse 4 as he points to the risen Jesus. Why had they gone fishing? It's a puzzle, and I expect it was a puzzle for them too. Like half the things Peter proposed in the gospel, it was probably a case of the right motivation and the wrong judgment. He wanted to get on with life. To do the next thing, this was the world they knew. It would feel strange going back to it. But they had families who needed looking after, who must have been bemused to have them back again after all their adventures, and might well have been suggesting that they should settle down and do something sensible for a change, like earning some money, like catching some fish. But it didn't work. They knew the sea, there were old hands, most of them. They knew where the fish congregated, where you could normally find shoals, and as in Luke chapter, I think it means groups of fish. That's what my guess is, based on the context, but let's look it up. A large number of fish swimming together, compare with school. And then shoals and the third person of fish form shoals. These fish can safely be released to shoal with most adult species. But it didn't work. They knew the sea, their old hands, most of them. They knew where the fish congregated, where you can normally find shoals. And as in Luke chapter 5, they worked all night and took nothing. They knew, as fishermen do know, that if you don't make a catch at night, you're far less likely to do by day. But just as dawn was breaking and the sky and the sea were filling with color, and they were stretching and shivering and feeling tired and ready for food and rest, at that moment he came again, like Mary in the garden. They didn't know it was him, but they soon did. A word of greeting, a word of command. Sometimes people on shore can see better than people in a boat where the shoal is. but there is no reason to rationalize the story away, and the nets were filled. Like the two disciples in the house of Emmaus, they knew in the flesh who it was. It might have been easier for Peter if, as happened on that occasion, Jesus had simply vanished, but he didn't. He stayed on the shore and waited for them to come in. Peter, who longed to see Jesus again and clearly still had unfinished business with him, grabbed a cloak and leapt into the sea, once again doing the impulsive thing, this time leaving the others to do the hard work. If it's a puzzle why they went fishing, it could be a puzzle working out why John has told this story. It seems to have been added after he finished the first and main draft of the book. We shall come back to this question in the final section. Just keeping your computer cool. Oh, Robin's in the car. That will be. I actually really thought it was a fan in the computer. No, actually, it was just because it's warm outside, so I thought maybe it was just working hard to keep the computer cool. If it's a puzzle, why they went fishing, it could be a puzzle working out why John has told the story. It seems to have been added after he finished the first and main draft of the book. We shall come back to this question in the first section. John tells it partly, it seems, to set the scene for almost unbearably tense dialogue between Jesus and Peter in verse 15-19, and the haunting question about the beloved disciple himself in verse 21-23. But the detail of the present section suggests that it has a purpose of its own, too. Jesus, after all, has given his followers a strange and striking commission in chapter 20. They are to work for him. They are to be filled with God's breath and be sent into the world as Jesus had been. But if they try to do it their own way, they will fail. They will toil all night and take nothing. The only way is for them to admit defeat, to listen afresh to Jesus' voice and do what he says. Then there is no knowing what they will achieve. So you hearing that? So it's saying, you know how they went out and caught nothing? That's like us trying to try and do things without Jesus. We catch nothing. When we listen to the voice of Jesus, voice of Yahweh, voice of the Lord, what we'll achieve is it's unimaginable. It's going to be crazy. Living the life for Jesus is a crazy, amazing, beautiful, spectacular life. Stand in your mind's eye with the disciples in the boat. What projects have you been laboring over and getting nowhere? Watch for the dawn. Watch for the figure on the shore. Listen for his voice and then do whatever he tells you.
Wait.
Brekkie by the shore. Brekkie.
Yeah, Brekkie.
Breakfast by the shore. When they came to land, they saw a charcoal fire laid there with fish and bread on it. Jesus spoke to them. Bring some of the fish you just caught, he said. So Simon Peter went and pulled the net onto the shore. It was full of large fish, 153 in all. The net wasn't torn, even though there were so many. Come and have breakfast, said Jesus to them. None of the disciples dared ask him, Who are you? They knew it was the master. Jesus came and took the bread and gave it to them, and so also with the fish. This was now the third time that Jesus had appeared to disciples after he had been raised from the dead. So they got on the shore. Jesus had a fire ready. And what did they all share together? Yeah, they shared some breakfast. Even though fish for breakfast sound weird, and for us, since we never have fish for breakfast. Ugh. Sardines is gross.
Have you ever seen that video of the most disgusting fish?
No.
It's like the Scott. It's like Scottish. Like, this dude pukes on some fish like 800 times, and then he still tries eating it. Not fit video.
Blobfish?
No, it's like surströmming.
This one?
No, it's a video. Here, look up surströmming eating or challenge. Yeah.
To this one?
No, go to the videos. I need to recognize the dude's face. 1 second. Go down. Keep go scroll down. Scroll down more.
Is there that dude?
No. Scroll down. Oh, it's this dude. So funny.
Watch video, please. Muted it.
Yeah, we don't need to hear him talk. We just need to see him eat it.
No, you need to hear him talk. He makes like funny noises, like.
Okay. Alright, we can watch this. I don't think I'll get in trouble for it. Alright.
Space Bear.
No. Right, you ready? Robbie? Come in. Get your face in. Right, guys, we're going to do the fish challenge now. And Jamie's wanting to get involved, aren't you, Jamie?
Let me smell.
Can I smell?
You can't smell it
Surströmming.
yet.
So this is, I guess, the world disgusting fish.
Give it to me. I'll do it.
What's the most
Give it to me.
disgusting fish?
Robbie, come in.
Go, bro.
Jamie doesn't
Oh!
I just shot.
Oh no!
He's so funny. Later in the
He's already turned off by the smell.
I'm not eating.
Smell
Oh no! It smells like tuna.
He's already spewing.
It smells like junk. It smells like junk.
laughter.
Come in, Robbie. Get in the
No, I don't.
Get your hydration.
Fine.
Work on the bars while we watch this, okay?
Yeah.
You finished your donut. Okay, but you still ate some. I need you before media. At least before media, I need you to drink down to 4 bars, okay?
Funny.
All right. Maybe wait for you to close, as I don't want you like spitting water over me in laughter. Yeah. Like, why would you take a drink? You're like, I'll just wait. Okay, so okay, look away.
You're not even doing anything.
I'm like hiding behind my chair. You got the giggles, Charlie. You can just wait until after the video. Dude, he's an easy spewer, you can tell.
Okay, but you're right.
You know what? I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Right, you know what? I'm not gonna do it.
He's gonna spew in front of all their kids. Oh, that fish looks good. Dude, you gotta like wash your clothes. I would have done this not in a sweater. Your sweater's gonna smell like that.
Robbie, get in the picture now. Get in the video.
You touched the kid.
Get in.
No, I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it.
Oh, there goes the spew.
Robbie, come on, Robbie. Come in beside me.
Here's my bag.
God, do it.
Oh, bitch. Oh.
Not even watching. Say it. Eat it again. And then he's gonna eat it.
Spewed laugh. He like roll his eyes back. I feel like it's almost fake.
This dude looks a bunch of things.
Oh gosh.
I can't do it. I just need.
Take a bite out of it.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh.
He spits on it.
Oh. Oh.
I can't do it.
Oh, he called quits. He's done.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, he is.
Yo, man, make sure nothing's in the way of this shit. I don't want to get. We're all gonna smell like this shit. It's gonna open up and
Look at the lid, it's ready to explode.
Uh-huh.
Look at it.
Got hot sauce.
Go ahead, Al.
Please don't spew on me,
You
dude.
have to cover
Please
it.
don't smell the spew in here.
Because you know it's gonna fucking piss.
You bet the phone don't fucking smell.
Cover that motherfucker.
Yeah, they're like prepared for squirt. He covers it. What a smart man.
I don't want
He's
to
gonna
do it.
squirt out the other direction.
Fucking do it. I'll freaking do it. Get out of there. Freaking wimp, I'll do it.
You don't want to get that
Here,
fish
oh,
now
look
stuck
at-
in the locker.
Oh, it's juicing all over it.
You get oozing, bro.
Okay, pressure off.
Yeah.
Okay, let her out.
Take a whiff.
I don't smell
Oh,
nothing.
man. Oh,
Keep
man.
going. Oh, yeah.
Want a fork and some mayonnaise to make some tuna fish?
I bet you're making that tuna salad out of that. Herring salad.
People eat
Your GoPro just stopped working.
Oh, God. Keep going, bro.
Come on, Al.
That is.
like
Sensitive to smell. You do. It ain't come over here yet. Greg, you gotta have a fucking piece.
I smell it. Oh, man!
Tony's gagging.
I think the urinals are worse than the bathroom.
Oh, now I can smell it. That smells like rotten.
I think the urinals are
Greg's
worse.
ass every once in a while, too, so.
I got a fork.
Oh, now it's coming out.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Take the can opener off, Alex.
That's what we bought it for. We didn't buy it just
While
to
doing
smell
an
it.
eating challenge.
Oh, God.
Silly gooses.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, man.
Is that eel?
No, that's hair.
You got a plate?
You're in there. Feel like eat through the plate.
It's like not as bad as everyone says it is.
Is that raw herring?
Oh, God.
Got a blade?
Get some hot sauce in
Oh, dude, he's spewing.
Who's gagging?
No pepper, no salt, no. You gotta go.
It does stink.
Oh, shit.
What a boss.
Oh, it's good.
It's salty as hell.
I'll fucking eat it.
It tastes. Oh, you really get it when you chew it.
Don't break through your nose.
Oh my god.
What a boss.
Whoa.
Raw head one.
Have a piece.
Yes.
So compared to sardines.
Oh, this sardines are
He's like
fucking
working
like
on his tea
candy.
bag. He's such a like gosh, that guy just like eat it like it was
I
nothing.
can't believe. Oh, smell my fingers. Oh,
I smell like finger.
that's fucking nasty.
I can't do it.
Smell my finger.
Yo, we're gonna put it in that
So what is
flash
surströmming?
Wow, it's really salty too.
Surströmming is a lightly fermented, Baltic Sea herring traditional to Swedish cuisine since at least the 16th century. Known as strömming in Swedish, the Baltic herring is smaller than the Atlantic herring found in the North Sea. Traditionally, here we go, where is it? Traditionally. Oh, here we go. Traditionally, strömming is defined as herring fish in the brackish water of the Baltic north of the Kalmar Strait. The herring used for strömming are caught just prior to spawning. Just enough salt is used to prevent the raw herring from rotting while allowing it to ferment. Oh, that's why it smells so bad, dude. This is fermented.
Oh.
You do a fermentation process.
Now let's watch
Like, Like,
chemical
Okay. Yeah.
you guys want to watch some more? Or
No.
finish it?
two on one anyways.
All right, one last video, and then no more. Okay. If we're gonna watch you more, you watch it on your media time.
Okay. Fine.
No, dude, I'm good.
You do that for your channel.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to see? You want to see this one?
Yeah.
Let's watch these Americans just throw up.
No, full screen it.
Surströmming. I think
No,
somebody
press
told me
that.
about it. Said, "Hey, watch
Press
this video."
that.
Press
And
that.
it's supposed to be the stinkiest.
Do
fish
you want
in the
full
world.
screen?
We got a group of
Yeah.
guys here
Yeah.
that don't think it's that stinky. They said they got iron stomachs and they can handle this stuff.
We're ready for this.
Yeah. We're geared up.
Now this hail's from
Even saying.
Opens it.
From Sweden, I had to
It's
have
like-
this shipped. It took me 8 weeks
Oh,
to get this can of Surströmming.
It should be extra fermented now.
Yeah, it's
it's fine.
Alright, I'm waiting for this.
I'm gonna put on these safety glasses.
I just sent it to Eric, so knowing Eric's going to get it, and then we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
try
be
it someday.
disappointed if it's not.
No,
that
you
stinky.
do it.
No, I didn't.
Do it. You.
Eric, yeah. I don't know. Eric's pretty like he eats fermented stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's a speedball, huh?
That gets you like kind of like.
We're gonna need a trash can over here.
Hold it.
I'll have to like do this outside in a place that can be sprayed down with a hose. Because speed will be going everywhere.
And the smell would be stuck.
Oh yeah, like definitely not in here.
No.
It'll be
No, we
like,
gotta do it purposely on our.
oh yeah, it has to be like.
That's 700 cans of Febreze.
The Febreze will make it worse. You have to like sanitize.
This is what you do. You take the fish, slap on your keyboard, rub it on your keyboard, rub it in your mind, take marks.
Dude, it'll be like someone saying, I didn't need to take a shower today, I just poured Axe body spray on me if you use Febreze on that stuff.
You getting the whip of that?
Definitely.
Dude, I'll take an outside shower. There's no way that Robin will let me inside. He tried to hold his composure. Compose.
Oh man.
The guy's just like,
Ew.
Alright,
what a boss. I think it's the stink that gets people.
He's not.
Or not. He just takes the full thing and just down the hatch.
All the snow will walk away.
I haven't even tried it.
Oh, yo. Oh my god.
Is somebody gonna try it?
Yeah.
The guy, his eyes are all watery.
They got a literal can so they threw on
Here. No. There's more.
The whole can, I dare you.
Salty?
We're not gonna win. If anybody in America eat that entire can, I dare you.
Go on, Kyle, down it.
So dumb. Watch them fall, but watch them eat them.
Dude, that dude wants more.
That guy ate it.
He wants
Another one?
I'll eat another one.
I think he's just pouring it out for other
It's
people.
just really salty. It's not that bad. The taste is good.
I was hoping he'll drink the can.
Cameraman, drink that can!
Eat it. I'm gonna do a little shooter here.
Oh.
Tastes like a
That's one every time. I'm so sorry. There's one time for every YouTuber.
Why does it smell so bad? Oh, if you're like
Pretty much that's how you get popular. Most of the time.
Oh, guys, I'm Fortnite. Unspeakable, I found a hat full of diamonds. His letter out.
No, be like your sister. Because you see
why does it smell so bad? I don't understand. Alright, so did anybody else have
Alright,
some? We got
Finish
plenty
it?
more.
Oh, just
don't do it, I'm gonna throw up. Eat it.
Not at all what I was expecting.
But it's
You actually ate it. Wow.
It was saltier than
Really
anticipated.
dropped it in his mouth. Put it not go behind it.
Eric responds with this yum yum.
No, wait.
So warning graphic: puking strong and stinky fish challenge with a red habanero pepper.
Yeah, sure.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Mike.
And
Okay,
we're
this will be
Lucas
absolutely the last one,
Execution.
okay?
Okay, so what we're going to try to do here today is I'm going to film this on another camera just to
Oh,
make sure we
Serena.
don't lose it. But
Wait,
this
what?
is the
What is he doing? The world.
strumming. How you say it, honey?
So
It doesn't
he's
matter.
trying to
It's
eat
fermented herring.
strum,
It's nasty.
surstrumming with
and-
also a red habanero pepper.
No, that's not a ghost pepper.
Oh.
It's a red habanero.
Red habanero, which is 450,000 heat Scovilles. And we've done pepper challenges, and people have done this fermented herring challenge. So I'm going to step it up once and do both at the same time.
Crazy kitchen. Okay, so
There you go.
what we're going to try to do here today is I'm going to film this on another camera just to make sure we don't lose it. But this is the surstrumming. How you say it, honey?
It doesn't matter. It's fermented herring.
It's nasty. Okay,
And a ghost pepper.
no, that's not a ghost pepper.
Oh.
It's a red habanero.
Red habanero, which is 450,000 heat Scovilles. And we've done pepper challenges, and people have done this fermented herring challenge. So I'm going to step it up once and do both at the same time.
Okay, so we're going. So we need to get this. I'm gonna see if I can eat a piece of the fish, but
Gosh, I can't
I'm
even handle
doubting
this
it.
Here we
video.
go.
This-
What?
Oh my god.
You can't even get
It's so
near it.
bad.
His wife responds.
It's so bad.
I'm filming. I'm not trying it. No way. Okay, Mr. Stomach. There's the nastiness. Oh my god.
Oh man,
Oh!
that's gonna be bad. So
Get a
I guess what we
dynamic
do
camera
is
action.
we start out with the red habanero. Here
Ugh.
we go.
Oh man, how can you stand that?
It stinks like a mother.
Oh my god, that's so. Oh my god, flies are moving in.
All right.
Alright, eat the strum.
Oh.
So the pepper's going in,
You're hot.
and it's
Habaneros
getting
are
hot. So now I'm going to attempt
Yeah,
you hold
I've
one.
had hotter than Thomas.
Can you? Oh God, it smells like rotten catfish on the beach.
So here we go.
Oh my God, it
Here we
smells
go.
so bad.
It's getting hot.
Oh
That's
my
how you're
God,
supposed to
it's
eat
so
it.
bad.
His wife is like, alright, you spew.
Oh!
He threw up, yeah.
Oh my God.
Some water.
He's trying to get more. No, trying to eat it, bro.
Oh, can you do it?
He's
Oh
trying.
my God.
Oh. It's in his beard.
He's never gonna get that smell.
It smells so bad.
I know it does. Your hands have got to smell.
No, that's the last one. That was hilarious.
That shit is so nasty. I don't even know who cooks it.
I'd like close him down outside. She's spraying.
That was hilarious.
How to eat surströmming.
Alright.
Bro, we should watch one more.
Alright. You guys ready for the commentary? I don't know much. Oh wait.
Hey?
Okay, then you're a big boy. Don't give it to me. Put it into the kitchen.
No.
Or put it. Just put. You can put it like just on the freezer. No one's gonna be using the freezer.
I want to have some. On. Probably not gonna eat anything the rest of the day because it's starting.
Oh wait. All right, hydrate up while I read. Okay, well, before media, I need you to be down. How many lines are you down? You're down 3. You go down to the 4th line.
Sorry. Where that?
This tastes like sports soda.
It sounds like he's not in a postal place for that. I don't know much about mental health and the therapy that can produce it, but I do know a little about the healing of memories and the finding of a forgiveness that can go back to a buried hurt, fear, failure, or sin and deal with it. I've had the privilege of working pastorally with people and watching as a deep unhealed wound was gently exposed, dealt with in love and prayer, and able at last to find healing. That's one of the things that is going on in this chapter, and it begins with the charcoal fire. Remember the 2 passages that bring us to this point? Do you want to wait or keep going? Okay. That's one of the things that is going on in this chapter, and it begins with the charcoal fire. Alright, try. I can be flexible since, yeah, I can be flexible. Right now is 2:14, so I say by 3:30, just drink another mark, okay? That's one of the things that's going on in this chapter, and it begins with the charcoal fire. Remember the 2 passages that bring us to this point. In chapter 13, this is the second one. Remember the 2 passages that bring us to this point. In chapter 13, Peter insists loudly and emphatically that he at least will remain loyal to Jesus. He's not going to let him down. He wants to follow him wherever he goes, to prison, to death, wherever. In fact, he's prepared to lay down his own life on Jesus' behalf. Then in chapter 18, we watch helplessly as Peter tries and fails. He follows, but when he gets there, it all goes horribly wrong. Then instead of getting out quickly before worse occurs, he stays and gets it wrong again and again. 3 times he denies that he's one of Jesus' followers. He's supposed to be the number 1, and the cock crows. And it all happens besides a charcoal fire. Think back to the smell of that fire, wafting into the chilly April air. Think of Peter going out in shame, angry with himself, knowing that Jesus knew knowing that the beloved disciple knew, knowing that God knew, and hearing the next day what had happened to Jesus. Not even the resurrection itself could wave a magic wand and get rid of that memory. Nothing could except revisiting it and bathing it in God's own healing. The charcoal fire is the start of it, and it seems from the conversation in the next session that Jesus planned it that way. But for the moment there are other fish to fry. That's the point. They have caught a massive net bowl, 153 fish in all. More by some way that the nets would normally hold. Enough for breakfast for the whole village. But then there comes an interesting little exchange. Jesus is already cooking fish and bread on his charcoal fire. He doesn't need their catch. He is well capable of looking after himself, though what needs his risen body now are past our comprehension. John describing this scene isn't wasting words. He isn't filling in time. John never pads our stories. John never pads out stories. He's telling us something about working under Jesus' direction, something about the... Yeah. John never pads out stories. He is telling us something about working under Jesus' direction, something about the relation of our work to his. How dreadfully easy it is for Christian workers to get the impression that we got to do it all. God, we imagine, is waiting passively for us to get on with things. If we don't organize it, it won't happen. If we don't tell people the good news, they won't hear it. If we don't change the world, it won't be changed. He has no hands but our hands, we are sometimes told. What a load of rubbish.
This concept is a load of rubbish.
So what is he saying is rubbish, though? That's all up to us. That people won't hear the gospel unless we speak it. And it's calling it rubbish. Whose hands made the sunrise this morning? So whose hand made the sunrise this morning?
Yahweh!
You guys all answers are right, but Yahweh's a really good answer. Whose breath guided us to think and pray and love and hope? Whose breath guided us to think and pray and love and hope? Who is the Lord of the world, anyway? We may be given the Holy Spirit to enable us to work for Jesus, but the Holy Breath is not independent of the Master who breathes it out, of the sovereign God, the Creator. Neither the institutional church nor its individual members can upstage him. Jesus welcomes Peter's catch. He asks him to bring some of it, but he doesn't in that sense need it. Of course, we are to work hard. Of course, we are to be organized. Of course, there is no excuse for laziness, sloppiness, half-heartedness in the kingdom of God. If it's God's work we're doing, we must do it with all our might. But let's have no nonsense about it all being up to us. About poor old Jesus being unable to lift a finger unless we lift it up for him. In fact, we are much more likely to work effectively once we get rid of that paranoia-inducing notion. Jesus remains sovereign. Thank God for that. Once again, as when Jesus emerged through the locked door of the upper room, there is a moment where our spines tingle. None of them dare ask, "Who are you?" They knew it was the Master. That is a very, very strange way to put it. It belongs with the other exceedingly strange things that are said in the resurrection account. They knew it was him, yet they wanted to ask and were afraid to. Why did they want to ask? They had been with him night and day for 2 or 3 years. And they wanted to ask who he was? I might as well wake up my own wife one morning and ask her who she is. If they didn't know him by now, they never would. And yet, the sentence only makes sense if Jesus is, as well as the same, somehow different. No source mentioned what he was wearing. No source describes his face. Somehow he had passed through death and into a strange new world where nobody had ever been before and nobody has yet been since. Though we are firmly and securely promised that we shall join him there eventually, his body was no longer subject to decay or death. What might have been like? We have no means of knowing. We are in the same position that someone in the 16th century would have been in if they'd been shown a computer logging onto the internet. They hadn't got electricity in those days, let alone microchips.
Yeah.
So he's saying, like, we have no way of knowing what Jesus looks like if we sold a computer to someone back in the medieval times, back when there was no electricity, back when there were just swords and armor and horses.
Yeah. No, there's no pictures. There's no wait.
There's pictures. The difference between our present body and Jesus' risen body is like that, only more so. This is a whole new world. It isn't magic. It isn't ghostly. It's real, but it's different. God help us if we ever imagine that our normal everyday world is a sum total of all that there is. What a dull, flat, boring idea. We must always be ready to be surprised by God. They were, that spring morning, the third time they saw him after his resurrection. Did John choose in adding this chapter to tell a third story in order to complete a kind of perfection, as with the 7 signs? They were surprised by the huge catch. Does John see a symbolic value in 153 fish? Possibly. It may be a complex piece of mathematics, standing for the completeness of the catch that the apostles will make when they take the gospel to the world. That doesn't mean there weren't 153 fish, only that by now virtually everything John says may be their different levels of meaning. They were surprised by Jesus himself, and they were surprised, we may suppose, at themselves. Who were they? What were they doing? What was happening next? When God ceases to surprise us, that may be the moment we have ceased to do business with him. Alright, we talked enough and you guys can start.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
That's the one we want.
Sound waves reaching the microphone are changed into impulses of electric current. It's the most tremendous new musical experience you can have.
Hit him with a rhythm in the face, push him way back.
Switch it.
Yeah. Stop hitting me.
Had Charlie after I had a thing to open, and I opened another one. Said no empty pill.
Inventions and innovations. And now it's available for everyone.
Everybody from the front to the back now. Bring it back to the switch it. Yeah. Make the building collapse, drop the bomb, bomb, bomb. Bring it like that.
Let's glitch the game. Good, I think I just glitched the game. Good, I just glitched the game.
Oh, yeah?
Straw my fourth of yours.
Mmm.
You can give me ball. I have one favorite ball. Go, 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 go. Hiya, 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 hiya. Nope, nope, nope. Play the board.
Why is that? What? Why is it red?
That's just one of the abilities.
Somebody's using that ability?
I know my stuff. What's it?
It's 62. Wait, Marvin, do I?
Actually, you can't keep it.
Stand up.
Oh, whack! Whack! No, I'm so sorry. Yes! Now somebody else. Yeah! Oh, whack! Oh, whack!
Ah, I got somebody else.
I see you. Stop now.
Put on water for this.
You can get me both. Oh, whack! Hey, girl, are you ready?
Yeah.
Like a infinite slap. What? How are you doing that? We're doing real one shot. Are you doing snap? Yeah, slap at him.
No, there's no portal for no one shot. It's the normal version.
Like a. That way you can go like deep and then you can't get through. This one makes me turn into like a big stone and beat it. This one.
Red plus green equals blue, right? In color? That's what I thought.
Make it blow. A whack? Yeah, he's there, though. I'm going to make a server.
Alright, I want to request, unless he asks you a question, looks like we're being frustrated.
The abilities in there.
That. It makes it so that people can't get it. I can eat.
Why am I so slow?
It only does that for a second after you eat the I've 81
It's just a long glove.
Oh my goodness, how did I survive? How am I alive?
Yeah, I wanted to try this thing. Private servers are free.
Because you got mail and I could die. Wait, bruh!
I'm playing in a private server.
Bruh, so am I. Because then we can get infinite slaps.
Join my private server.
Yeah. Bruh.
Oh, I also have 12 rulebooks. I'm gonna save up for 2 time slaps. For 5 time slaps.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh. Slaps do not save in VIP servers. They've 149 goals. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure my name is a lot of slaps.
Found a glitch. Wait, that's what? So far that I literally went like off the map with I think.
Layers.
So annoying. This guy had super speed. He walked up to me. He did. Just fun. Like he and me across the map. That's lit.
This is lovely.
It's just that whenever you put E, you like fall asleep and you can't be hit by the phone.
Sorry guys, if you guys are here for Kingdom Hearts, I'm trying to explain my idea better by maybe just drawing like very crappy.
Should go
Don't have skill mobs.
House fast glove.
We'll get fast glove after a while.
Are you guys playing a slap game, Char? Okay, my friend. I'm going to have to request that if we can't be playing a PvP game where you guys slap each other, then maybe you guys should implement.
There's no really teaming.
So you can request, or just don't slap with them.
Oh, wet.
Slap the other.
Oh, you.
Competition.
Yes, join it.
Not even in our food. Only 100 slabs.
Not.
I know, but there's a dude who has 280,000.
Some guy on my server has 37,000. What the? What's off the map?
He's hacking. Bro, what the heck?
Can't say that, bro.
Charlie,
Okay, hey, Charlie, the best response is just to request, hey, that word bothers me, can you please not say it? Okay, well that's what you could just say, my friend, too.
fun.
Okay, I don't want that coming on the 3D. You make it 3D. There we go.
Wait, is the map getting smaller?
No, it's
Yes.
just us.
Yes, it actually is. Oh, what?
Wait! Bro, I'm so close. I've almost gotten it. Didn't reach Glover. Is it good?
Just stay away from people and yeah.
Oh wow. No speed to it. This is
Stop, Micah.
Alright, hey guys. It seems like this is not being a conducive matter, so I'm going to request probably can't play this game together. So, Micah, Jason, I'm going to need you two to separate yourself from the room, okay? Oh, he already left. So you guys do what you need to, but yeah, it just wasn't helping us keep us with our wasn't keeping us in a good space. Just saying, yeah, just don't be in the same game as him. That's all I ask.
No, get that.
We're not the ones getting mad at you.
Nobody! You better stop teaming on me, bro. You don't need to do that. Auto clicker activated. No.
Oh, it's walking out.
Oh, no. No.
The long block is good for like getting splashed out. A duplicate glove? Is there a duplicate glove?
Yo, boy, I found a strategy, bro. I'm not telling anybody, bro.
What's the next glove?
One day. Let's go, bro. Oh, the brick one has a brick wall. Oh, yeah, let's get started. Brick one is so OP. Strategy, bro. After we break that, I'll come over here. After we break that,
I had one for you. Well, we can't, because we didn't.
one more thing.
Ready.
Oh my god, can't spell. There we go.
That'll break through the nut, guys.
Yeah, but it has power and it doesn't have power. I feel like this is a... Get it, phone. This free one is so good! Oh, whip! Sit on this platform and then slap his block. Just do your stealth point. Stop what you're doing right now. I'll slap you off the edge. Stealth point again. Bruh, this Reese one is so freaking good.
I just one-shot him off the bat.
Big glove!
Jason, this glove is so good.
Fun. I've seen a lot of people. Me, Micah. So OP, bro. Bruh, I got teleported on top of Lego piece. No, bro, I'll knock you off the edge.
The man. I have 179.
How much for the next one? 125. Make the pull one. Wait, that's what the pull areas are. The pull one, you can like pull people towards you off the map.
That's what he just did.
It'd be so good when
What's
we
the
did
pull
it.
one called?
Huh?
What's the pull one called?
250. It's literally called pull.
Oh.
The ball slapped its face out, you know. What?
I got mail.
Okay, die.
What does that do?
Oh my goodness. This guy got scratched. Nothing, mama. Give him the bread to keep towards it, and then he you see a guy like yours, kind of.
Oh, male. This one's literally called male. Whoa. Well, male.
What did you do?
It's the one that makes you a male. And then it's 2000. Flex. Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, you mean the speed. Wait, how much is the pool? Wait, how much is the pool glove?
Make your own glove. Follow Jack.
No, boy, I think I get the pool glove, bro. Bro? Okay. I got
Hey Chart, can you hydrate up or hydrate up after every match? Does that sound okay? Are matches infinite or do they happen in rounds?
Yeah, infinite.
Okay. How about every time you fall down, you take a drink? Every 5 times you fall? Okay, sure. Okay, that's 1. I'm gonna say, because since you can stay in the middle for quite a long time if you play right, I'm gonna say every time you fall off the map, since you start over at spawn at the very beginning area. Every time you fly off the map once, yeah, take a drink. Okay?
Can't use it in a battle.
Yo, bro, I got free throw. Yeah, 5 billion. Nope. Nope.
If you did the
Oblivion.
if you did the match just by Jason mode, you literally just did it.
Alright.
Telling you, bro.
No!
What?
Oh, wait, I got it.
Did you win?
I won.
Are you trying to like kick everyone off the...
Yeah.
Oh, Charter has a snow
Oh, let's just set Slack Street.
There you go, son. Alright, that's it.
This is the end.
I'm gonna go around now and try to find every
Spider-Man. Wait, duck, bro.
best bet is put the Super Air Glove, the name of the game. Okay, look up Super Air Glove, the name of the game. Like on Google
Come on! This should help.
Okay, that's better than before, but it still sucks. It sucks that from him not doing his job. Alright, just turn it off, Rohim. You can get back to it later. See you, friend. Sounds good.
Come on! This should help. This should help. This should help.
How's your day? Is he not supposed to chat? You have to equip a weapon.
Come on! Come on!
I did it! I did it! I beat the slingshot heartless monkeys.
Jerry did.
No, this is my first time literally beating all of them. Like, there's no joke, you have to go through, I think, 20 of them. And if you don't get them at all before they go into, like, their own slingshot mode, there's no way beating them. You know, that's what I'm not. I'm not an epic gamer. I'm Smoji Shoji. We have 10 minutes left. So we have to go through a break step before we do. Cart, I can be flexible if that's what you want to do. The Titan chain, that just sounds cool. Look at that power. Yeah, I think you picked the right one, picking ultimate power. Because now I'm going pure strength mode now. But no joke, like Mixu is like couple hit everything. You can say with the ultimate power.
This should help.
Well, we have, I guess, he's definitely going to be, so technically 2 minutes left, or to what's his way, his TD tower defense game is over. What game is it? At this moment, I don't see any difference between this and the other game.
Thunder! Here! Thunder! Thunder! Here! Thunder! Thunder! Here! Here! Thunder! 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 Here! Thunder! Thunder! Here! Thunder! Here! Thunder! Here! Thunder! 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 Here! Deep freeze! Thunder! Thunder! Deep freeze! See ya! Thunder! Thunder! Here! Thunder! 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 Here! Thunder! Here! Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
After daily rewards is called, okay? Is that toxic goo? Is it beef up serum? My friends, you want to get right into the break stop? Morning. Alright friends, look for Celia Pick.